Hey, welcome back. This is a good turn. I don't know if the fights are worth watching. I think it might be best to just go straight into the map and show off the map, okay? Because there's a few things that could have went wrong last turn, okay? First thing to note, my profit can move straight to B9 this turn. Great stuff. You'll also notice that my stack is safely on B9. No problems there. Same down here in Cliffport, stacks are there. Over here, you can see crossed swords in all these provinces, but nothing's changed hands. Because Tianqi attacked into both of the provinces that we had defense in. And unfortunately the horrors didn't kill him, but we successfully defended against the Tianqi raids, and we're in position on the thrones, and my prophet can move straight to the throne this turn. All good stuff. Is any of that worth watching? Probably not. Let's see. Tianqi threw some ghouls at Katirs and was defeated. The brass claw horrors that we summoned did not do much to Tianqi. These guys aren't ethereal, which I think is probably a downside. They do a lot of damage, but they just get wrecked on turn 2 with the fight. Mushwood. This was where we had some of our dudes defended successfully against Tianqi. Let's watch this one, just so that we can see one fight to illustrate defending against Tianqi. Here's Tianqi. There's some dudes. I'll do some ion cannons, pillar of fire, whatever it's called. Pretty straightforward. Good stuff. I enjoyed watching that. That was Mushwood. There was also the battle into the throne on B9. Just province defense, nothing is patrolling or anything. So we don't use any gems. And do some stellar cascades. Lots of Maliks. Lots of Storms of Thorns. And that's that. So B9 in position. And same for Cliffport. Again, nothing really patrolling or anything, so we just roll straight on. I have confirmed as well that you do not get blessed outside of your dominion, even if your god is in the fight. Which is unfortunate, because we only have 4 priests in this province. Good stuff again. That's Cliffport. Nothing else too important. We've got AI Olm throwing some units at us, and this is the other raiding force from Tianqi. None of the vengeful water attacks killed us either. These are inland vengeful water attacks, so they're very small water elementals. Gained some tax and lost some tax for events. There's a Bane Venom Charm in Shambhalak, which is this throne. No, it isn't. It's this province next to my throne. And that's it. Both of those forts that we just moved on to have been opened in one turn, so that went fine. And we are still under siege from an abomination in Fields of Gold, unfortunately. So this is a very simple turn, because there's only really 3 things we're doing. First of all, I noticed this Tianqi stack on my border. Not only is this 160 enemy units, but we can also see a Queen of the Deeps, and Poseidon the Father Ill-Earth. So there is a lot of heavy hitters sitting in Amithia. So I'm doing what I can, which is not very much. It's mostly just moving mages to Morn. Everything currently in Ashdod, except the shaman who can't move that far in one turn. It's all moving to Morn. This guy moving to Morn. These guys moving to Morn. These guys moving to Morn. And these guys moving to Morn. I also forged those Boots of 7 Morn Stride this turn. They've been given to Meticulously Staged Photography, who is also moving to Morn this turn. And there were 2 more winged shoes in the stash as well. So Invisible from Above and Get That Big Thing Out of Here are also moving to Morn. Not many units, mostly just mages. But we'll do what we can. We just need to keep hold of this throne for the 2 turns we need to storm fort and then hopefully claim throne. So this turn I'm also summoning what I can in this province. We don't, there is a lot of stuff in the garrison and there is a lot of units here, but still it's not very much. It's only siege defense of 100. But I'm recruiting what I can, which isn't much. And I'm currently contacting Hill Giant, summoning fire snakes, and enlivening statues, plus a reanimation, plus a frost dome, and a dome of arcane warding. Just making a quick correction, I'm not actually casting domes on Morn. Because I realised what I actually need to be able to do is gateway these two armies back to Morn if we successfully take both of these forts next turn. So I can't put domes over it because then I can't gateway back. So I'm leaving the domes down. I'm forging a Starfire Staff, which gives Astral Ritual range, so that this army can definitely get all the way back to Morn. Yeah, so that's what I really should be focusing on. So instead of casting the domes, I'm still doing like enlivened statues and all that stuff, but I'm also summoning another Ditanu here, and I'm forging a Moonblade to give to him, which is an anti-magic enemy weapon, which might be more useful than a brand. I'm just thinking about like the big units that he has in this battle, like the King of Elemental Earth and Water. So he's going to get a Moonblade. And since I had some leftover gems, I'm forging an Ethereal Crossbow as well. Just to give to a random commander. I've also got some gems as well, so I'm forging a Eye of Precision or whatever it's called to go with it. Eye of Aiming. So if I've got a useless commander, I can give those to him as well, just for a little bit of extra. I thought it'd be really funny to give them to this guy, but his base precision is just so low that I don't think it's really worth it. But it would have been quite funny to have a lumber construct with an Eye of Aiming and a Ethereal Crossbow. But that's what I'm doing there now. I don't think anything else has changed other than that. So Oh, there was one other thing I forgot to mention as well, so I'll just throw this in too, is that I'm casting Arouse Hunger on this province. The reason for that is just because I want this province to get taken during the ritual phase, so that if Katiz is doing a break siege, then he can't also reinforce with these armies. I don't know if he'd be able to move all the way here in one turn anyway, but just to make absolutely sure he can't, I'm going to take this province during the ritual phase. So I just thought I'd mention that as well, because I'm pretty sure I don't say that in the main recording. But everything else about this turn is unchanged, I believe. So I'll let you get back to it. Remember at the very beginning of the game when we took this province and it turned out it had a, what was it? Cedar Pillar with an enchantment bonus? I forgot all about that. I noticed it this turn when I was casting domes and I was like, why is that only 7 gems instead of 10? That's odd. Yeah, that's fine. So you got the enchantment bonus here, which also applies to reanimation. So I was looking for if there was any other enchantments we could do that would summon units. But nope, it's all death stuff, and our death mage is, well, our main death mage is tied up doing frost dome at the moment. So worst case scenario is he rolls this stack onto the fort, cracks it open in one turn, storms it, and then beats me, which means I lose the throne. It should be a huge shame, because I am 2 turns away from winning if all goes well. So I'm going to do what I can over here, but I don't know. This is a lot, and I don't have many sacreds over here. I was looking at whether or not it would be possible to gateway some stuff. I do have an astral booster somewhere. I think I might have given them to this guy to do the dome. I could gateway some of the sacreds from this province, but unfortunately they can't get anywhere near Norn in one turn. Closest they can get is Bandar Log. Let's just gateway all of my sacreds. Let's gateway them. See, I can go 6 range. I think Bandar is as far as I can get. But it's not useful over here at the moment anyway, so that's probably fine. That's just all the sacreds, right? Yeah. Do we have a crown? Oh, he's wearing the crown. Cool, okay. Sure. But that's it. So trying to defend Morn, storming the fort in both thrones. We've seen the script, it's the same script. Nobody used gems or anything. And I've got my Ditanu here, who's also slowly moving back home to help in this region, but again, he can't really do much in time. No units here worth gatewaying either. Even if that were closer, which I don't think it is. Okay. So I'll end turn. We're still out of our Dominion over here, yeah. It's gonna suck. Putting a temple up in Winter Peaks. I think it's gonna help though. Anyway, that was turn 70. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back. Tianxi has claimed another throne. The Throne of the First Age. We cast a bunch of spells. Apparently none of these things are very good for defending forts. Enlivened statues are mindless and have a castle defense of 0.1. So they're particularly bad. But whatever, I did my best. Report from Morn. We got hit by Shatter through the Dome of Flaming Death. 3 of our units were killed and 92 were wounded. Some magic nightmares were projected at us. We got hit by another Shatter in Morn. This time 2 units were killed and 81 were wounded. We attacked into Ironwood with some ghouls, such as sites, and then we had some big important battles. So, Winter Peaks first of all, not important. Katir's just throwing some junk at us. This was the province that was adjacent to Abyssea's throne, so if he'd taken this a few turns ago, might have been a bit awkward, but that's fine. Then we were attacked in Morn by Tianxi. So this is what Tianxi's brought to face us. He's got quite a lot of these Imperial Horsemen. Some Living Mercuries, Ice Elementals. This is the King of Fire. We've got back here Queen of Elemental. If I can actually click her. Oh, there's the Golem. The Queen's in there somewhere. There's Queen of the Deeps. Some Frost Fiends. We've got a Heliophagus. We have Poseidon. Wow, what's that he's wielding? Infernal Sword. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, guys. A lot of powerful dudes. And they have Light of the Northern Star. Oh, that's good to know. I guess he has one of those banners of the Northern Star. And a big communion. A Soulslight communion. Pretty rough. So that's what's sieging our throne at the moment. There's Morn. Yeah. It's a lot, guys. AI Ulm we don't care about. Exchanges between Tianxi and Abyssea we don't care about. Then we had our 2 battles into thrones. First off, Abyssea's throne. Not too much stuff here. We cast Anti-Magic, we cast Stygian Rains, cast Light of the Northern Star. We cast Howl. And Abyssea has cast Heat from Hell. And then we cast Relief. There's my Detona in the back. At this point you can see how this ends. How much fire resist did he have at this point? 31. I think he's fine. Yeah. So, that was Cliffport. Lost some archers and some Mazics. But other than that, no problems. Next, Bithine. Bigger army into smaller army. He does have the communion though. What is that unit? Cool. Mazics did pretty well this time. Good stuff. Bithine. Somehow lost a sacred. Might have got soul slayed. Other than that, no problems. No interesting events. And great news, everyone. We are under siege in Morn, but we are repairing walls faster than they are broken down. Even with 2 casts of Shatter, we're fine. So Morn fortification, currently 261 of 750. So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong guys, I think we just win now. I think we did it. But just to be safe, I am still doing some stuff that you'd expect. I'm summoning some more stuff to fill the fort. I'm casting Vapor Flames this turn as well. Which I thought had an effect on the map, but I've learned that it only takes place in combat. It puts a fire around your actual fort in combat. I thought it was a spell that would like damage stealthy units walking through your province or something, but apparently not. But yeah, I'm doing all that. Forging another Moonblade for another Detoni that I'm summoning as well. So I'm filling this fort with crap. I've taken every item off every commander in my empire and moved all of my magic items to here. This is why all these guys are looking quite decked out. And I am, of course... Oh, I gatewayed... last turn I was gatewaying this guy to Bandar Log. I realised this is domed, or it was. I guess the dome just expired. But I gatewayed him into Dender instead. So he's now gatewaying to Morn this turn, with all these Detonus. The army in Bithine is gatewaying all this stuff to Morn this turn. And the army down here is also gatewaying all that stuff to Morn this turn. And while that's happening, my Pretender is claiming the throne in Cliffport, and my Prophet is claiming the throne in Bithine. And that's it. Still got a Detoni moving backwards. Not much else to say. Since Tianchi didn't crack the fort open, I don't have to worry about this just yet. There are 2 turns until Cataclysm. We have 10 throne points. We claim 2 more thrones, that's 14. So yeah. I think that's it. Gonna end turn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on turn 72. Hello, welcome back. Only 2 interesting things this turn, guys. First, there's a messenger from Tianchi. It is said, a noble spirit embiggens even the smallest pantocrator. Victory. We did it, guys. Not only did we win, but this is the first time I've ever won a game with Dominions. I've literally never won one until now. So, yeah. It was pretty good. On the other hand though, Ashdod feels like kind of an easy mode nation, let's be real. Feels like, didn't really do much this game other than bless my sacreds, cast Legions of Steel on them, cast Body Ethereal on them, and then just walk forwards over everybody. We did even kill, we killed Bandar Log first, right? They went down in about 2 fights. And I think then we just rolled into Machaca, right? Knocked over Machaca. Also then, technically, we killed Scalaria as well, right? I'm just noticing that the map doesn't have people's capitals on it now. Even my capital's gone. Yeah, that was Scalaria. Then we rolled into Alm, who just immediately went, fuck this. Vanished from the earth. Still. Can I see any graphs? I think you only see graphs if you lose, right? Oh no, we got them. Cool. So there's provinces. I'm going to assume that's Tianqi. Yeah. Wow, Abyssia really fell off as well. For some reason I thought Abyssia was like as large as Tianqi and I were. But I guess not. So what's the story of this game? Alcacephaly died pretty quickly. Mictlan. Forgot there was even a Mictlan in this game. This Scalaria. We know that Scalaria ran into Machaca pretty early and didn't really do much after that. Feels like a lot of players just stalled really quickly. It's interesting that Katiz is not one of the players who stalled that quickly. He did quite a lot of expanding beyond where most other people fell off. But even Katiz... I mean, I guess Katiz was picking off a lot of provinces from other players as they were dying. I did kind of underestimate Katiz a bit. He put up more than a fight I was expecting him to. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did more damage to me than any other player in the game. This is Zabelba too. Zabelba had a real uphill struggle, but yeah, he was actually 4th biggest player in the game at one point. Abyssia completely flatlined, it looked like, after maybe 2/3 of the way through. But me and Tianqi were always be expanding. Tianqi did really well. Ports, yeah, same sort of story. Income. Tianqi is rich. I mean, our scales weren't that good, right? We had growth and productivity mainly. One point of growth, 1 point of order. I think Tianqi had full scales. Gem income. Wow, Tianqi even kept pace with us on gems. That's because our gem income was very good, and we had Mother Oak for a long time. I think Abyssia did very well on gem income, considering he was so much smaller than us. Although you can see the point where he just flatlines. This must be when he cast Eternal Pyre. Research, yeah, this is the thing I knew that I was going to be quite far behind in. Tianqi's research is absolutely nuts, holy shit. Yeah, wow. I mean, I knew we were going to be behind in research because I do like rolling out all of my mage stacks quite often. And I had drain scales. And, I mean, the videos are being uploaded now, so people are commenting on the videos and they're saying, hey Mew, why weren't you like recruiting those 80 gold maguses that you got for free? Because the lab went up in the province for free and they're really efficient researchers. To which I of course say, I don't know, I'm stupid I guess. I did start recruiting them again eventually, but in the beginning it didn't really occur to me that they'd be great researchers. I think I just primarily think of mages as being used for combat. And since they were all duplicate paths I already had, I didn't really rate them that highly. But even so, I don't think, even if I was like pumping out Magi and continuing to forge Lightless Lanterns, I don't think it really would have... I would never have been able to touch this. This is nuts. Dominion, I mean, yeah, we know Tianqi was pushing out Dominion. I think if Tianchi had a better nation, he probably would have just easily won this game. I did say right at the beginning he was probably the best player in the game. But army size is an interesting story, I suppose. Wow. Abyssia got absolutely crushed by Tianchi, it looks like. That's pretty intense. We had a pretty steady trajectory with our army. We never really lost a battle of any... Not to any sort of significant degree, it was kind of... yeah. We lost a few sacreds here and there, storming caps, I think. I remember losing a few in the Bandar Log storm. That was about it, really. And ascension points. Looks like Abyssia was quite close to winning for a while as well. But we managed to pull off this very, very condensed throne lunge to pick up the last 3 thrones that we needed. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I'm not sure what else to really show off in the ending screen. Can't really see much. It's my final Ditanu that... Now who's small? Never got to see combat. I can't even click the fort and see like how much castle defense we have at the moment. But we have 1500 siege strength, so it's pretty intense. Love these guys. Is my god still on the map? Why is the end screen so laggy? This is weird. Yeah, I didn't ascend at all. I'm still here. So thanks for watching. Shout outs to the 5 people who instantly like every video that I upload. Big fan of that. Also shout outs to, I'm gonna guess like, I don't know, maybe like 30 people who watch this series all the way to the end. Views on my videos drop off pretty sharply after the first one usually. I think the average number of views at the moment is about 80, and it's only about 20 turns into the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I might join another game now and start uploading those turns shortly thereafter. So if that happens, I'll see you then.